Sometimes the people who feel the most for us never put it into words. They joke, they act casual, they stay in the friend zone. But small cracks in their mask give them away. And psychology shows those subtle signals are rarely random. In fact, modern studies suggest that hidden attraction leaks out through body posture, eye contact, tone of voice, and even the way someone clings to little memories about you. So today, let's explore 9 powerful signs that someone may like you, but is trying hard to keep it a secret. If you notice several of these, chances are their heart is speaking louder than their mouth. Sign 1, subtle mirroring. Ever catch someone folding their arms right after you, or leaning in as you do? That's called mirroring, and it's rarely accidental. Psychologists say we unconsciously reflect the movements of people we feel bonded to. It's the brain's way of saying, I feel close to you. When someone has hidden feelings, you'll often see this without them even realizing it. The clue is timing. You stretch, they stretch seconds later. You sip, they reach for their glass. It's understated but powerful. Mirroring builds trust and closeness, so if it keeps happening with you, their emotions may be stronger than they admit. Sign 2, the long gaze. Eyes often reveal what words don't. One of the clearest signs of secret attraction is the way they look at you. Not quick glances, but those longer, lingering looks. Sometimes they hold eye contact a little too long. Other times you catch them staring, and they glance away fast. Research shows eye contact sparks emotional intensity, releasing oxytocin, the bonding chemical that deepens feelings. That's why people hiding attraction often slip here. Their eyes confess before their words do. So if you notice extended eye contact or quick stolen glances, it's rarely random. It's a quiet admission. Sign 3, remembering small, odd details. Another telling clue is when they recall the little things almost no one else would. Maybe you once mentioned a snack from your childhood, or the name of a cousin in passing, and weeks later, they bring it up. Psychology shows emotional interest strengthens memory. When someone secretly cares, their brain flags your words as important, even the trivial ones. So when they surprise you by recalling details you barely remember sharing, it's not by accident. It's proof you matter to them more than they let on. Sign 4, blushing or nervous slips. Blushing is nearly impossible to hide. When someone secretly likes you, their body often betrays them. Cheeks warm, voice cracks, hands fidget when you walk into the room. Experts call this an honest signal. It's automatic, sparked by emotion, beyond their control. If they seem composed with others, but suddenly flushed or restless around you, it's not random nerves. It's a clue their feelings go deeper than they admit. Sign 5, reaching across many channels. When someone isn't ready to say how they feel, they still find ways to stay connected. A text here, a comment on your social post, showing up where you least expect them. It begins to feel like they're everywhere. Psychologists call this low-risk connection. They avoid outright confession, but keep weaving themselves into your world. So if they appear across different parts of your life, it's usually not coincidence. It's their quiet way of saying, I want to stay close to you. Sign 6, quick apologies for tiny slip-ups. Notice how fast they try to fix even the smallest mistakes. They bump into you, delay a reply, or say something awkward, and instantly they rush to smooth it over. This isn't just manners. When we value someone deeply, the brain treats even little risks of rejection as major threats. So they overcorrect fast, desperate not to lose your good opinion. If they treat minor errors with unusual urgency, it's not just politeness. It's because your feelings mean more to them than they want to admit. Sign 7, subtle jealousy. Jealousy tends to leak out, even through a careful mask. When someone secretly likes you, small sparks show. Their voice changes when you mention another person. They go silent if someone else gets too close. Experts say jealousy isn't always about control, it's about fear of loss. It exposes their emotional investment. So even if they laugh it off or change the subject, those micro-reactions, the pause, the glance, the tension, are silent signals. They care more than they're willing to reveal. Sign 8, busy but they're when it matters. Ever notice how someone always claims to be too busy, yet shows up at the most important times? Maybe they skip casual hangouts, but they're there when you're sick, stressed, or celebrating. Psychologists explain this as emotional self-protection. They keep distance most days to hide their feelings, but when it counts, they show up. It's their way of quietly saying, you're important to me. So if someone disappears in daily life, yet never misses your big moments, take note. Their heart is speaking through their actions. Sign 9, shifts in voice and tone. Finally, listen to how they sound around you. Their voice may soften, rise slightly, or carry a warmth you don't hear elsewhere. Experts say our vocal patterns unconsciously shift around people we're drawn to. Tone, pitch, rhythm, all can betray hidden feelings. Even if their words stay the same, the delivery can speak volumes. So if their voice takes on a special quality with you, gentler, lighter, more animated, it's often a quiet sign of something deeper. Hidden feelings can be confusing. Someone might laugh with you, act like a friend, and never admit more. But the signs, mirroring long glances, odd memories, nervous blushing, constant small connections, fast apologies, subtle jealousy, showing up when it matters, and voice shifts. Together, they tell a different story. People hide emotions for many reasons: fear of rejection, past heartbreak, or not knowing how to express themselves. But their eyes, tone, gestures, and little acts of care are rarely accidental. They're silent messages saying, "I care more than I show." So pay attention to consistency. Notice not just what they say, but how they behave across situations. The truth often lives in those repeated patterns, in unspoken actions that make your heart pause. If you recognize these signs, maybe it's time to see the bigger picture and approach your connection with gentle curiosity. And if this video gave you insight, hit the like button, share your story in the comments, and subscribe for more explorations into the world of human behavior, love, and attraction. Stay thoughtful, stay patient, because love often whispers in ways we forget to notice.